Hello everybody and welcome to my Q&A video. We are celebrating a very exciting milestone. Thank you all so much for 500 subscribers and helping me reach YouTube partner. I did not imagine to reach this goal so quickly. But I'm extremely grateful. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your support thus far. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to our continued growth. So I figured that since we reached this awesome milestone, we would do a fun little Q&A video so that y'all can get to know me a little bit better. So I prepared a bunch of questions from y'all from here on YouTube and over on Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those as best as I can. Don't mind my background, it's not really made for ASMR videos, because I usually, when you see my face, I'm streaming on Twitch, so don't mind the background. One day I hope to have a cute cozy ASMR setup, but for now we got the streamer background. Hopefully that's okay. But let's go ahead and jump into the questions, shall we? Alright, first question, fave ASMR artists to listen to. So I have a few that I really enjoy. Honestly, a lot of the time I like discovering new ASMR artists, so I will usually just like search ASMR and just click on whatever looks interesting to me. But if I want something familiar, for like non-gaming ASMR, my absolute favorite is Vitala's ASMR. I absolutely love their content. They're so like genuine, like their personality really shines through in their content, which I appreciate, and they're always very relaxing. They also have a good mix of like sleepy time ASMR and more like energetic ASMR, if that makes any sense. As far as like gaming ASMR artists, Jubilee Whispers is a huge inspiration for me. Actually, she's the one that kind of like really jump-started my inspiration for wanting to get into gaming ASMR. I really love their content. And then another ASMR artist that I've been listening to a lot, or watching a lot, is ASMR Galaxy. They have the best whispers I've ever heard. They have like these nice clicky whispers that I wish I could replicate, but I cannot. And they do a lot of like iPad. They do a lot of stuff on their iPad. They read books as well as play games on their Switch as well. And I really enjoy their content as well. So yeah, those are some of my favorite ASMR artists currently. But again, I watch a lot of just random ASMR. I'm always trying to look for new creators on YouTube that I can check out, and there's a lot of great ones out there. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments, because I'm always down to check out more. Next question. Do you often have to restart recordings due to outside noises like a cat meow or even a sudden cough? So I don't normally restart my recordings unless I feel like something's off. I usually, the way I do it is I will do like a little quick test recording on like the menu of a game, for example, and I'll just make sure all the volume sounds okay. And my voice isn't too loud or the game's not too loud. If there's ever any background noises during a recording, I usually just pause and mute my microphone, and I usually just edit it out. I don't have to restart, thank goodness. That would be terrible. But yeah, and honestly, a lot of times I just kind of let the background noises be, because there's not really much I can do to control them, unfortunately, because I do live with, as I mentioned in like every video, I live with roommates and I live in an apartment complex, so there's a lot out of my control, and I'm not in a soundproofed room. Actually, my house is very much the opposite of soundproofed. You can hear everything happening in this house at all times, I swear. So yeah, I don't really restart. I usually just, if it's like really loud, I'll just pause the recording. I'll just kind of like mute my microphone for a second so I know when to edit that part out, and I'll just cut it out. If it's not super loud, I usually just kind of let it be in the background because I can't do much about it. But yeah, Usually though, I will say, you did mention cat meow. The cats are usually the ones causing trouble, because sometimes when I start recording, they will start digging in their litter box, which is in the same room, or they'll start like running around and their claws on the carpet super loud. So yeah, I do have to pause a lot because of the cats. Okay, next question. Do you have a favorite Pokemon? This is a really hard question. I am a big Pokemon fan, lifelong Pokemon fan, and there are a lot of Pokemon that I really love, and it's really hard to just pick one, so I'm going to give you a few that I love. One of them is actually next to me right now. Espeon. I really, really like Espeon. Espeon's usually my go-to Pokemon. I also really, really love Ninetales, Absol, and Rayquaza. Those are some of my favorites. But I always I don't know, it's so hard to pick. There's so many great Pokemon out there, but I think those are like my top picks. So Espeon, Ninetales, Rayquaza, and Absol. But I'm definitely missing some that I really like, so you know, there's just too many cute and pretty Pokemon out there. It's hard to narrow them down. Alright, next question. Games everyone loves but you never got into. This is another kind of hard one for me to answer, because I feel like I'm like most games that I play. It's been very rare that, I don't know, I feel like every time I play a game I end up liking it. I'm really not picky. I like all sorts of games. I think mostly like FPS games are the ones I can't really get into. I don't mind Fortnite too much if I'm playing it with my friends. I really enjoy playing that with my friends, but I won't play it on my own. So I guess that kind of counts. Games like Valorant or Call of Duty, I'd say Valorant. Valorant's like really hyped up right now. I just can't get into it. I feel like if I were to play it, I wouldn't hate it. It's so toxic, and I don't like the toxic behavior, if that makes sense, when it comes to games. Same with like League of Legends. I feel like I can't get into that because I just know how the community is and how toxic it can be, and I'm just not into that kind of stuff. But most other games I've at least been interested in if I haven't played it. But I'd say like usually competitive games are the ones I can't really get into. Or like Rocket League, for example. Yeah, I just don't really like competitive games. I tried Overwatch, which again, I actually enjoyed playing it, but it's just like the toxicity, it just drove me away, so I guess I couldn't really get into that too much either. But yeah, I just don't like competitive games, I guess. Alright, next question. If you could listen to only one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, everything I'm thinking of is like video game music. There's one specific song that I'm gonna pick. It's Beneath the Mask from Persona 5. That song I could legit listen to on repeat for hours and never get sick of it. And I know that because I played hundreds of hours of that game, and that song is playing about more than 50% of the time you're playing the game, so I have listened to it on repeat for hours. And I don't get sick of it. I love that song so much, and it's so chill too, so like if it was the only song I could listen to, I wouldn't mind it, because it's just so chill and it's such a vibe, and like it's also a very like relatable song to me. It's like close to my heart, so yeah, that would definitely be the song I would listen to for the rest of my life. And if you've never heard it before, if you haven't played Persona 5, I recommend listening to the song. It's really good. Okay, next question. It's actually technically two questions. What inspired you to start making ASMR videos and gaming in particular? So I started as just a gaming content creator. Streaming on Twitch was my first like main platform. And then I wanted to start making content for YouTube. And as I was a streamer, I was trying to promote my streams. So basically I was like cutting down VODs into videos and posting them here on YouTube. And I don't know, I just wasn't really enjoying the process of that. It was like just going through my VODs and editing them down was just agonizing, and I just felt like they weren't interesting. I don't know, I just wasn't enjoying it. And I was like, I want to make gaming content on YouTube really bad, but I don't know what I want to do. And then I tried making just Let's Plays, but again, I was like, I feel like I feel like I'm just like every other gaming YouTuber right now, you know? Like, I want to do something different and more unique to me and my style. And after a while, I kind of was like, I don't know, I just kind of thought about it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm a very like cozy like person. I want my vibes to be like soothing and relaxing. And I don't know, I just kind of thought one day like, ASMR gaming. And then I started looking up and I was like, is this a thing? Like, would people watch this? So I started looking it up and I found Jubilee Whispers, who I mentioned earlier, who does ASMR gaming. And I was like, okay, so this can be done. And I feel like this is something that suits me and my goals as a content creator. So I decided to try it out. I decided to just make a couple videos. I started with Sunhaven, actually. I did like soft-spoken Sunhaven videos while with like rain sounds in the background, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I was like, this is chill. Like, it's not super, it's pretty low effort for me, because I am a spoonie, so I don't have a lot of spoons a lot of times, so it doesn't take a lot of energy for me to just like whisper or speak softly and just chill while I play a game and just ramble. And it's really easy to edit because I hate editing. I hate editing videos. Really easy to edit because I just have to cut out loud noises basically. And yeah, I don't know, I just really enjoyed it, so I just kept doing it. Because I love ASMR, because I like, you know, I like relaxing content that helps soothe me when I'm feeling anxious or stressed or tired or whatever emotion it may be. And I also really love gaming, so why not combine the two, right? It's a great question, by the way. Okay, if you were a high elf being sent on a cultural exchange, would you prefer being sent to a wood elf or drow elf village? Why? I love this question, by the way. It's kind of hard because I love wood elves and drows and high elves. I love them all. I just love elves in general. Can you tell? I think I would pick wood elf though, because I do love drow, and I think drows are underrated, but I feel like usually drows live in like caves or like underground. I mean, not always, it depends on the like media that you're consuming, I guess, but in most cases drows live like underground or in caves, which like I feel like it'd be cool to live like in a cave or underground for like a short period of time, but I don't think I'd want to live there long term. Whereas I love forests. I would go bathe in a forest right now if I could. So I think a wood elf would be more suited to me and my interests. I would love to just be in the forest, foraging and, you know, climbing trees and just hanging out, you know. I think I'd do well with the wood elves, so I think that's where I would go. Alright, next up, favorite comfort movies and shows. Ooh. I almost exclusively only watch my comfort movies, to be honest. I'm not a big movie person, but I would say my comfort movies, the ones that I watch on repeat all the time, Mean Girls and Clueless and Legally Blonde, those are like the top three. I also really love Napoleon Dynamite. Frozen, Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are some of my comfort movies. I don't know, I just really love like super light-hearted movies. I'm a very like emotionally sensitive person, so I don't really like movies that make me cry a lot. I want movies that just make me laugh, because I'm just very emotional. I cry very easily, so I don't like when movies make me cry too much. So yeah, I like really light-hearted movies like those. Those are probably my comfort movies. As far as comfort shows, this is kind of a weird one, but Death Note I really like to put on in the background. I don't know if that's really considered a comfort show, but it's comforting to me. As well as Psyche-K, the anime Psyche-K. I love throwing that on in the background just because it's super silly, goofy, and it's just like, it doesn't really have much of a story to it, so you can just kind of throw it on in the background and just tune in and out of it. For like live action shows, Big Bang Theory is a comfort show for me. I used to watch that a lot in high school. And high school was kind of a rough time for me, so that show brought me a lot of like comfort because it made me feel some kind of like joy and like laughter in a hard time. So that show is really comforting to me. And also This isn't really a show, it's a YouTube channel, but Game Grumps on YouTube. Again, I watched them a lot during high school, which was a really tough time for me, so Game Grumps are really comforting. It's actually really funny because they're like the most chaotic and noisy YouTubers ever, but they like help me fall asleep at night, or like they help me when I'm anxious, which is really funny to me. What is your favorite ASMR sounds and can you demonstrate them? Okay, I have like one sound in particular that I really, really love, but I can never find it anywhere. Like it's always like in a video, but you can never find a video that's specifically this sound, and I will try my best to demonstrate it for you. My microphone is not really well suited to actual like ASMR trigger noises. That's why I'm like trying to fund a new microphone, but I will try and demonstrate this for you. Okay, so I have my blank notebook here. So specifically this sound, it's scratching. It's not just scratching, it's circle scratching. Something about circles is really tingly for me. So it's kind of like this. So yeah, hopefully I demonstrated that well. Like I said, it's like circular scratching. I don't know, something about that noise, like it always gets me. And the thing is, nobody just like does just that. It's always just like randomly in a little video somewhere, and it's like, oh please, I want more of that. But anyways, it got my cat's attention, that's for sure. Another, like, this isn't really a trigger, but unintentional ASMR is the best. Like ASMR that's not meant to be ASMR, you know what I mean? Like if you'll find like videos of like a librarian working in a library and just like the noises that they make, even though they're not trying to make ASMR, they're just like doing work, but it like ends up being really tingly. Those are also really good because it's like, I don't know if it's like a psychological thing, but just not expecting the noise, or like just the fact that it's not meant to be making you experience ASMR, but it does. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but I like that question, by the way. Next up, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Easy. Teleportation. I just want to be able to teleport. Maybe fly. Teleport or fly. I just want to be able to get from point A to point B without having to go to the airport, without having to drive my car. I want to travel the world, but I hate driving. I hate airports and airplanes. I mean, public transportation. Yeah, I don't really like public transportation either. It depends. But anyways, I hate methods of travel, but I like to travel. So I want to be able to, like, you know, teleport over to Scotland real quick. Or if teleportation isn't a thing, then maybe just like fly over to, like, I don't know, Japan. I just want to be able to teleport myself somewhere. So that's the superpower I would go for personally. It would also be really nice if I'm like in a really crowded grocery store and I just want to get out, just teleport back home really quick, you know? Alright, a couple of questions left. What is your favorite part of creating on YouTube so far? Oh, great question. There's so many things that I love about creating on YouTube, actually. I honestly never expected YouTube to become like my main platform that I enjoy so much. First of all, I really like, at least specifically our community. I really love the community. I feel like, at least within like the ASMR gaming, everyone for the most part is very positive and kind and supportive, and everyone just kind of like, we're all just kind of coexisting together. Like nobody's really being negative. I mean, of course there's always going to be negative Nancy's everywhere, but I feel like it's just overall very positive vibes, which I really appreciate. I feel like I don't ever really get nervous posting videos or trying something new, because I feel like people are usually fairly supportive and positive about things, you know? And like, it's like as simple as like, oh, I don't really like that video, I'm not gonna watch it, you know? as far as like a mental health perspective, for me personally, I really like YouTube because I can kind of create content on my own time. I of course give myself like deadlines, like, okay, I want this video posted by this day, but within that time frame I can make the video at any point. I can work on it as slowly or quickly as I want to, which I really appreciate, because there's a lot of days where I just don't have a lot of spoons to do things like film and edit, and I can just be like, okay, I'll just work on it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Whereas like with streaming on Twitch, which I do love, but with streaming I have to just fully cancel a stream, and that's like a whole day of like not reaching out to my community, you know what I mean? So I appreciate YouTube for that reason. And also I don't know, it's just like a cool little place to connect with other creators. I've been really enjoying like trying to get to know other ASMR gaming creators or ASMR creators in general. It's just, I don't know, it's just been really chill. I've really enjoyed it. It's like, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed it. It's just been really fun. Okay, last question. Where would you like to see your channel grow to by the end of the year? I got big plans for this place, y'all. There's like a few goals that I have for myself by the end of the year for our channel. We've already reached one of them, which is wild. We have hit 500 in YouTube partner. My next goal by the end of the year, I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers, if at all possible. I also would really love to connect with and maybe work with other ASMR creators. Something I would like to really do is upgrade my setup as best as I can to better suit creating ASMR content. Like, for example, one big thing right now is getting a new microphone, because this one is not really made for ASMR. So I'd really love to do that. I also would really love to branch out and try different types of ASMR content. Of course, gaming will always be my main thing, because that's where I'm comfortable and that's what I love doing, but I would love to try out new forms of content, such as like triggers like I did earlier. I'd love to be able to make like ASMR trigger videos, and branch out and just get out of my comfort zone a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And also just in general connect with more of you lovely humans online and get to know y'all a little bit better. That's also a big goal of mine as well. But yeah, that was all the questions we had for this video. I am so grateful for all of your support. I can't believe we hit 500 so quickly. It's just wild. I am feeling very grateful and happy, and I'm really excited to see the next steps. Also, I have a couple little announcements. One of them is kind of an old announcement, but I'm just letting you know I did unlock YouTube memberships. If you would like to become a member on the channel, of course it is not required. Just watching the videos, liking, commenting is more than enough support. But if you do want to become a member, it is $3 a month. You get early access to most of the videos. You also get a chance to vote on polls. You get cute little emotes and little member badges by your names, as well as a few other fun little perks. If you are interested, just go ahead and head to my homepage and click the join button to get more information on that. Again, it is not required at all. I'm just letting you know that it is an option. Also, another announcement. I am going to be rebranding pretty soon here. If you're watching this video on the day that I'm posting it, it will be in a couple days. I will be rebranding. Nothing major. I am just going to be changing my username from Sakura Ivy ASMR to Ivy Fae Dragon ASMR. I just wanted to let you all know now. I'll be making a community post about it as well, just as a reminder. But yeah, my old username, I just felt like just didn't suit me anymore, because I've grown a lot since I first became a content creator, and I've really honed in on my goals and what I want to do as a creator, and I feel like Ivy Fae Dragon is just way more suiting to me. So just look out for the username change. My name is still Ivy, you can still call me that. But yeah, if you're scrolling through YouTube and you're like, who the heck is Ivy Fae Dragon? It's me. It's not some random new person that you accidentally subscribe to. It's just me. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below if you want to answer any of these questions as well. Some of them are pretty fun, so if you want to answer them, I'd love to see your answers, or if you have any recommendations for future content for me, because like I said, I do want to branch out and try some new stuff, so let me know if you have any recommendations. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it a lot. I make a lot of ASMR gaming content. Thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night, and that your week is filled with lots of peace. Bye, friends.